Here at the Oxford Gun Company, we've been asked by a lot of the viewers about how a shooting lesson runs. And us being a shooting school, we have a very vast sort of client base, right away from the Schools Challenge clientele, from an 11-year-old child learning to shoot in the Novice Schools Challenge, to a AA shooter or a B-class shooter wanting to get further up the pecking list in the CPSA, to a game shooter. And they are very different. Clientele is very different, and as a shooting instructor or professional shooting instructor, you've got to be able to switch from one to the other, because if you've got a day of lessons and you're back to back, you may have a TSC person, a young lad, you may have a clay shooter, you may have a new shooter, you may have a game shooter, somebody that's going to go grouse shooting or partridge shooting. So as a professional shooting instructor, you've got to be able to go all the way across.
Hi, I'm Philippa. I come from Oxford and I go to Wheatley Park School. Pool. I came here to the Oxford Gun Company to do some more lessons on clay shooting for the TSC that I'm shooting on Saturday.
TSC is brought to you with support from Sabati Guns from Rangerite, CCI Clays, Yieldits Guns, Ely Cartridges, Browning Guns, Bowman Traps, Breeden School, and Charles Stanley Wealth Management.
I've been shooting not long, maybe 2 to 3 months, and I got into it by hearing my dad do a lot about it. Like, he came up here for a session, and I really thought it was a cool idea. And then when my dad came to trade his gun here, David and Doug managed to convince me into coming here for the TSC Novice Challenge, which is what started it all off. Pool.
We got it. That worked, didn't it? Hey, give me 5.
Well, I'm 11 and I feel like it's an okay age to start. I have seen younger shots and I have seen older shots. I've met a person that's been shooting for 3 years and she's a year older than me. So she's been shooting for a bit. And I feel like it's an okay age to start. It's a pretty good age because your bones and your muscles can get used to having to hold a gun up and having the impact on your shoulder.
Grab it. Give it that.
Definitely, if someone around my age was asking to come do clay shooting, I definitely recommend here. It's a very interesting, unique, fun sport that I enjoy, and I think a lot of others could enjoy.
Yes! On, give me 5.
Like during school, because I've just moved up to secondary school, it's very stressful, so it takes a lot of stress relieving, and I find it quite a bit of fun.
And the good thing about it is, like a lot of people who are shooting, they all go to private schools. You don't, do you? What school do you go to?
I go to Wheatley Park School.
And it's a state school?
It's a state school, and they do give a lot of support to people who do a lot of clay shooting. There's been a boy before me who was in the academy and he got a lot of support, so I'm hoping that my school will give me a lot of support as well.
And what do you say when you go to your friends? What do you say? What does your friends say about shooting?
They think it's pretty cool and they think that I'm very brave to be able to do this. But their one concern is that they straight away think that I'm going to be shooting birds.
And what did you say when you said that?
I straight away after I say that I shoot, I have to say that I shoot clay. But one thing that does annoy me about that I have to always say, is that a lot of people do then jump to the conclusion that I'm shooting birds and I'm killing an animal, which upsets me a bit.
Yeah, okay. And the car, the TSC car, that's kind of inspired you really to get into it quickly, isn't it?
If I aim for that car then and manage to get into the top 25, that'd probably be one of the happiest days of my life.
And you're holding a gun because
yes.
You even went home and you applied for your own shotgun certificate, didn't you?
Printed off all the forms, 30 pages, which took a lot of time, I must say.
And filled it all out, and at 11 years old as you are.
Yeah.
And they said, how long's your shotgun certificate going to be?
Maybe about 60 days, and if it's gone past those 60 days, then I'm definitely going to be ringing up like literally every day to make sure I'm getting it.
So whatever FEO is going to have you on their case, it's not a good move, is it? No. And the gun you've got, you bought yourself a gun, but You saved up for that gun. That's your gun. That's your little baby, that is.
Yeah, basically. Because my mum and dad, what they want to do, so we can get a bright future, me and my brother, they put money into a special bank account that we put aside for us to do stuff like this. And I wanted to put most of my money to it. I have saved some back. That's the main thing. My parents wouldn't let me get it unless I saved some back. But yeah, I saved up nearly my whole 11 years of being alive.
And just for your
Just
gun.
for my gun.
And just show us your gun. And you're not one of these girls that's going to name it, are you?
No. No. Unless I get too attached to it, then yes. But probably not. She'll just probably be a gun. And as most people nickname it, poor man's Browning.
So what gun is it?
I can't pronounce it. Maruko.
Yeah.
Pronounce it. Giggles.
Give it that.
But firstly, I could shoot them.
I know. That's the problem.
Boom.
Right, I want you to miss that rabbit in front. Miss it in front.
You want me to miss it?
Yeah, miss it in front.
My aims for the next couple of months is within January to get into the academy here and to become a better shot. Make sure I'm always making a progress.
But all you're doing is getting to it and stopping. And you miss it either behind or the left-hand side. You just flow.
When I first started shooting, David and Doug and everyone here was always mentioning Amber Hills. And I started looking her up, and she's just this amazing shot, and it's something I really want to become and get into the Olympics just like her. And she's so great, and I definitely want to become like her, definitely.
Yep. Cool. Stick your bum out, head forward.
Boom.
And breathe out. Getting tired.
It went pretty well. But one thing David's definitely taught me with clay shooting, it's not about always getting 10 out of 10 or whatever you're shooting. It's about getting that 50%, because that 50% will then work towards your score. Which today I've been mainly shooting about 50%. So I feel like today's lesson went really well, and I've got one tomorrow, and I'm hoping that goes even better.